Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the chilling timeline and a set of bizarre anomalies from a 2021 disappearance that, honestly, completely defies logic. We're relying strictly on recorded facts, CCTV footage, and official timelines to try and answer one terrifying question. How does a man simply walk off the map? A man boarded a night train, but according to police records, he never arrived anywhere. Man, that premise just completely challenges our entire understanding of modern travel, doesn't it? Think about it for a second. In an era where our phones, our credit cards, and literally cameras everywhere track our every single move, the idea that 32-year-old Samir could board a scheduled transit route and then just cease to exist in the official records, that is profoundly unsettling. Section 1. The last message and establishing the baseline. Okay, let's dive right into this. You know, every investigation needs a starting point, right? And Samir started exactly like thousands of mundane train commutes do every single night. In 2021, he boards a late-night train traveling from Guwahati to Kolkata. Right before departure, he shoots a totally routine text message over to his brother saying, "I'll reach by morning." Then, we actually have official railway CCTV footage, timestamped at 11:43 p.m., showing him entering his coach completely alone. There's nothing erratic here at all. It's a perfectly normal evening, verified by hard, undeniable digital evidence. Moving on to Section 2, the investigation begins, the digital silence. So, morning rolls around, and Samir doesn't arrive. Naturally, his family initially assumes, hey, his phone battery probably just died during the long journey. Totally normal assumption. But, well, that assumption fell apart real fast. There were no calls, no bank activity, literally no trace whatsoever. I mean, think about your own digital footprint for a minute. In our hyper-connected society, it is incredibly difficult to leave absolutely zero trace. As the days dragged on with this absolute silence, investigators realized pretty quickly this wasn't just a misplaced phone. They were facing a total dead end. The digital trail was completely gone, which meant physical footage was the only thread left to pull. Section 3. The 2:17 a.m. stop, stepping into the dark. Now, the whole pacing of the investigation shifted when police began reviewing footage from other cameras along the route, specifically cameras capturing the train deep into the foggy night. And wow, this brilliantly illustrates the central impossibility of the entire case. On one hand, official railway records state emphatically that no train was scheduled or even supposed to stop at this location. Yet the CCTV footage shows exactly that. The train makes a brief stop at 2:17 a.m. in incredibly heavy fog. So we literally have unquestionable video evidence directly contradicting the mechanical logs of the railway system. I mean, how does a highly tracked train make an unscheduled stop without the network logging it? And then, the footage captures something even more disturbing. Samir steps off the train, and he is just calmly walking toward the darkness. He is completely alone. There's no sign of distress, no frantic movement at all. He just disembarks into this blinding fog as if he had reached his intended destination, which absolutely forces us to ask, why on earth would a passenger calmly step off into the middle of nowhere at 2 in the morning? Section 4. The impossible station, the eerie truth. 15. That is the number of years this small station had been completely abandoned. When investigators looked into the exact location of that unscheduled 2:17 a.m. stop, they uncovered a truly terrifying fact. The station on that grainy video, it wasn't operational. It was a ruined platform that literally hadn't seen a single passenger in a decade and a half. Just try to imagine that for a second. Stepping off a modern, moving train straight into a decaying, dead piece of infrastructure. To add to this already bizarre atmosphere, police went ahead and questioned several other passengers from Samir's coach. And get this, multiple witnesses corroborated a deeply strange detail. They recalled waking up around 2 a.m. to the sound of someone pacing the length of the train car. According to their testimonies, this person was repeatedly whispering, "Next stop, get off now." Was this Samir talking to himself? Was someone else speaking to him? The records don't specify, but man, it paints a haunting picture of those final minutes leading up to that impossible stop. Section 5. The final clue, the dry ticket. Now, what's really fascinating about this next piece of evidence is how it completely warps our understanding of the physical scene. Samir was never seen again, right? And the only physical trace he left behind was his train ticket. It was discovered inside the empty, ruined station master's office at that abandoned stop. But here is the absolutely crucial point.
On the night Samir vanished, there was heavy fog and torrential rain, yet his ticket was found perfectly dry. Let that sink in. How does a piece of paper end up inside a ruined, exposed office during a massive rainstorm without getting a single drop of water on it? Who or what placed it there?
So, looking impartially at all this, we're really presented with two distinct schools of thought. Some people believe that Samir, maybe disoriented by the late hour and that incredibly heavy fog, simply stepped off at the wrong station and tragically met an unknown fate in the dark. But others, they look at the impossible railway logs, the creepy whispering in the coach, and that perfectly dry ticket, and they believe the station he walked into shouldn't have existed in our reality at all. Based on the facts we've gone over, we are left to wonder, did Samir simply step into the dark, or did the dark call him out